Hello. So, I'm really proud of myself today. I'm gonna tell you why. There was an event that I wanted to go to, and something happened prior that made me feel awkward and uncomfortable. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy at all. But I was just like, maybe I shouldn't go anymore. Because I'm gonna go alone. I don't know anybody. I don't know who's gonna be there. I don't really feel like being perceived. It's far away. I just was gonna go, and then something made me uncomfortable, and then I just slowly started to think of excuses. I was like, this time of day, the traffic is terrible. It's so hot. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. It's already too late. My hair's not done. I'm gonna take forever to do my hair. And although I was planning on going because I wanted to go, I just started making excuses for myself. And I was like, oh, it's too late now. And I was like, let's just shower. I was in my head just all day, just going to war, like fighting tooth and nail. It just became one of those things where something just small, you just think about it too much and then it's just a thing. And I was like, okay, I'll just take a shower, and then if not, and then I got out of the shower and I was like, okay, I'll just get ready, and then if I'd get ready and I just am not feeling it, like I'll just stop. And then I got ready and I was still kind of on time, and I'm like kind of delaying my getting ready process and everything. Now I'm like, if I don't leave right now, I'm not gonna make it. And then I'm like, okay, surely there's no way I'm gonna find a good outfit right now. There's just zero chance of that. I take a little bit to find a good outfit sometimes. And I was like, if I don't find an outfit I'm confident in 2 minutes and I feel amazing in, I'm not going. And then I did. And I was like, fine. And I was driving. And I was like, this is so awkward. Whatever. It's becoming worse in my head as I go along, right? And during the day, the fight was also, I was like, why are you letting this become a thing? Like, why aren't you just shutting up and going? Because it's just something to do. It doesn't have to be this thing you build up in your head. Like, I guess I was just getting anxious about it for no reason, or for like a reason, but like I was disappointed in myself. I was like, you can't just make excuses when that's actually something you want to do. You have to let yourself go do it. And I've had this problem that I've built up over time of not trusting myself, of saying I'm going to do something and then not doing it. The more real I get about things I want in life and what I want to do with my life, I have to tell myself, are you even able to show up for yourself? Are you even able to trust yourself? And are you even able to do what you said you're going to do? Because if not, then who's going to make things happen around here? Like, who's going to go get stuff done? Because it's not going to be you. So that's a realization I had about myself, and that's what this was just brewing underneath it all, was, can I even trust myself? Like, I can't even let myself do something I have the desire for fun. And I told myself, like, I'll go to the next event, blah, 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 trying to convince myself, like, not to go. And I really wasn't in the mood to go. I wanted to go, but I was like, I'm not in the mood anymore also. Like, I'm just out of it. And then I was like, if you can't show up for yourself, like, in these not important moments, how are you going to show up for yourself in moments that actually can matter in your life? And so that was kind of the war inside myself when this thing wasn't even a big deal. Also, I've been watching Smallville, and at one point, Lana is debating going to, you guys, I'm so dramatic. Lana is debating to go to Paris, whether or not she wants to go to Paris for her senior year. And she's like, my home's here, like my job's here, my friends are here, blah, blah, blah. Lex Luthor is like, Lana, you need to make the decision for yourself. Are you going to be the girl that goes to Paris, or are you going to be the girl that stays in Smallville? I'm sorry. He says, are you going to be the girl that stays in Smallville gossiping with her friends, or are you going to be the girl that goes to Paris? I think you're the latter. She's like, yeah, I am. Whatever. Anyways, and I thought to myself, I'm like, if I had the opportunity to go to Paris right now, what if I had an opportunity to go to Paris in like the next few weeks or something, like literally the most random thing. And like could I even show up and be like, yeah, I'm going to take that opportunity? Cuz that's like actually a big jump, like moving countries. In theory, you're like, yes, that's a dream. But in actuality, if it's hard to freaking show up for myself to do a simple thing, how could I show up for myself to like go to Paris or something? That's really not what it's about. But um you just think like in a bigger scale. I was just thinking for myself, and obviously I needed to reflect on that because obviously I couldn't show up for myself. Anyway, I'm making every excuse, and then I even make the excuse, I'm like, okay, I'll just drive up, and if I don't want to go in, I don't have to go in. So I'm kind of just convincing and playing like good cop bad cop with myself. I'm like, you don't have to go in if you don't want to. Like, no one's gonna force you. At the end of the day, it's fine. You're gonna be fine. And I was telling myself, I was like, you got all dressed up, you're all done up. Like, if you don't want to go in right when you get there and you're just like, no, the vibes are off, just take yourself to a movie. I just allowed myself, I'm like, you can go see that movie you've been really wanting to see. That's like my little gift to myself to comfort myself. And I don't know how I did it because nothing in me wanted to go to this place and be social. It's like a social event, and I was alone. I didn't know anybody. I didn't even know what type of crowd was going to be there. And I just wanted to prove to myself, like, I can do hard things. I can do things that are scary. I can do things that I have no idea what's on the other side of it. Because it was like I went to like kind of war with myself in my head, and I wanted to win. And I thought, like, are you the girl that like goes out and enjoys her night by herself, or are you the girl that sits in her room and watches Smallville all night? Like I just wanted to prove to myself, and I've been on this, the past couple months have just been a lot of healing and renewing my thought patterns to better myself, and like reviewing things that have held me back. And that's one of the things I wanted to work on, was like learning how to trust myself, showing up when I say I'm going to, getting things done and not just letting life take me, wherever it wants. Like, not just going with the flow. Like, no, I want to create my own rhythms and create my life how I want it to be and be who I want to be and show up as who I want to be. Anyway, and it was eating at me that I was giving this advice, like, show up as who you want to be, when I couldn't even show up, And I did. And it was great. And it was fine. And it was super chill. And it was a good time. And I would do it again. And it was nothing crazy. It's just more the journey of my thought process that was really interesting to me. And I wanted to share because if you are in a struggle of trusting yourself and becoming the person you want to be and bettering yourself, you can do it. You can do it. You can do the hard things. You're not gonna die. You can show up for yourself. You just have to do it. Like, I was just like showing up until the last second. And like, I guess it must have just been just anxiety or something, because I was like, what if it's like the worst, most embarrassing thing ever? I was like, okay, you just have to be okay with that. It might be the worst night of your life. You might walk in and everybody laughs at you and hates you and thinks you're ugly or something. And you just have to be okay with that happening, because that could happen. Worst case scenario. Okay, now think best case scenario. And then that could happen too. And you just have to be okay and just go for it. Just don't let it control you. Don't let your fears control you. I hope that whatever battle you're sort of facing with yourself, that you win. Obviously, I hope you win. And I don't even know if you can hear me because I've been covering the speaker. So yeah, I hope you show up for yourself in the small things, because then you will be so confident and strong when the big things come around. Because also, I was telling myself, like, oh, I'll just do that at the next event they have, like, in a couple months. And it's just like, how do you even know you're gonna do that? Because you can't even do it freaking now. It's like a muscle. Like, we have to learn how to show up for ourselves so that when a big opportunity does come, or when a big life change does come, we can be so much more confident and embrace it and embrace the change or embrace the opportunity or embrace the exposure, whatever it is for you, that you can count on yourself to show up, because you're not just gonna it's a relationship. You have a relationship with yourself. It's not just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna show up because I say so. No, you might not, especially when you're in a bad habit of not showing up for yourself and not trusting yourself and not believing what you say. You know, like if I have a friend and I never show up for her and I tell her, yeah, I'm going to show up for that thing in 6 months, why would she believe me? Why should she count on me at all? She shouldn't. It's a relationship with yourself. And I just want to say I'm proud of myself, and I think you should be proud of yourself for showing up when it's hard. I just want to tell everybody that you can do it scared, you can do it freaked out, you can do it thinking everyone's gonna hate you, but they probably won't hate you at all. I believe in you. I totally believe in you because I somehow managed to believe in myself. And that was really, really hard because I can get really stubborn with myself and convince myself. I'm a very convincing person. And so I'll tell people, like, you think I can convince you of something? Think of what's going on in here. I'm convincing myself every which way, every scenario, every good and bad thing. It's not too fun. But if I can do it, you can do it. And I believe in you. Have a beautiful day.